Season finale, part 2. Let's get started. With the tag team titles on the line.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, one set featuring knockout to decide the winner of this for the Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Championship.
We've got brand new, freshly minted Joshi Tag Team Champions with a freshly brand new minted, whatever the heck I just said, tag team name, the Dancing Queens, Edith, Surreal, Willow, Nightingale, and they're going to be facing off against the first tag team ever hired by the Animated Wrestling League, the first duo act in the history of this company. Dedicated tag team, whatever you want to call them, this is the first we ever had. Yin and Yang Season 0 originals. And on a night where we are celebrating the history of the Animated Wrestling League as well as its future. By history, you'll notice that we've got the old school AWL graphics we haven't used in a long time. The Yin and Yang starting off our challenge, and on this show where we've got 2 Joshi title matches, and we've got Tigress versus Black Tiger, an ancient rivalry resurrected. This is probably going to be the shortest video of this set, but we're going to have fun with it anyway. And there's the music, the international sensation, and the ephemeral queen. Where do they get these wonderful toys? The Dancing Queens recently defeated Dragoness and Spring Tiger to become the new AWL Joshi Tag Team Champions. It's their first time defending the titles. And they defend against the final challengers of the season before we reset the tag team rankings and find new challengers in the Forge to the 4 tournament. Let's see if this new unity will be of use to the Dancing Queens. They've had one match as this tag team, as the Dancing Queens, with this entrance. They lost against a tag team that now no longer exists. But for now, let's go to ringside for the introductions.
Introducing first the challengers. They are the #1 ranked in the AWL Best 4, fighting out of the human psyche. The original tag team, Yin and Yang!
Old
and their
business, Yin
opponents
and
are
Yang.
the reigning defending Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions, tonight making their first title defense. The tag team combination of Edith, Surreal, and Willow, Nightingale, the Dancing Queens. This is the officially sanctioned Joshi Tag Team Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding, at the sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey Babaganush in charge.
The first of 3 championship matches tonight on the AWL Season 21 finale. Bang the gong, we are on 30 minutes on the clock, as in all AWL championship matches. Singles, tag team, world, intercontinental, doesn't matter. Beautiful variation of the ministerial suplex, as we call it here in the AWL, after the former Japanese Minister of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, Technology, and innovator of the Northern Light suplex, Hiroshi Hase. Ooh, difficult looking shot there, but Yang able to stay on the apron. Willow Nightingale needs to make sure not to underestimate the veterans here. Yes, Willow and Edith are younger, and frankly, maybe a little more energetic, certainly more successful around the world, outside of the AWL. But Yin and Yang, the only all-women tag team to ever hold the AWL World's, now the men's, tag team championship. That was back when we were allowed to do intergender wrestling. Oh, German suplex hold, 1. Referee slightly late on the count, but I don't think that would have been a 3. Edith Surreal showing her strength and power advantage over Yin. Dragon screw leg whip as well. Good technical ability as displayed by the ephemeral queen. These 2 women products, at least in part, of the Chikara Wrestle Factory, cover for the 1, 2, modified version of the duality driver didn't get up to full rotation. And that was the difference between victory and defeat. Both women jockeying for position, drop kick to the knee. And that allows the tag, possibly on both sides. Yes, it does. We are now your legal combatants, Willow Nightingale and Yang from the dark side of the human psyche. Now remember the rules of the championship match. The champion's advantage, pinfall, submission, or knockout to become the champions. In the event of a disqualification or a countout, the titles remain with the champions regardless of the winner. As Yang going up top, she's thinking full circle. No, here, boy, huge splash. That's got to be a good 10-foot jump. 1, 2. Remember, there's a 20 by 20 foot AWL ring that they are competing in right now. Lots of territory, lots of space to move around, and tag team wrestling, far more than singles, is all about territory. It's about drawing that line across the hypotenuse between the neutral corners and keeping the match on your side of the line. Right now, right in the middle, as we hit some vintage AWL with the yin spin. That kick combination with the spin kick right to the face. And the backbreaker, she likes to chain these together. Yes, she does. Hooks the leg. Boom! Double backbreaker by Yin. And now it's a mirror image of what we saw earlier. A casual tag by Yin and Yang. A desperate tag by the Dancing Queens, the champions, in trouble at the moment. Backed into their own corner. 2 for 1 on that punch. And I think it was actually maybe a bit of a strategic... Oh, wait, what is this? Oh! Nasty looking forearm strike into the belly-to-back slam. I think Yang probably should have tried to whip his... Oh, wow! What a kick was that? No, a bit of a blatant choke. Referee not stepping in, interesting. A little bit of a long whistle when it comes to championship matches. That's our Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family. He will be officiating the entire rest of the show tonight. Coming up next, we have got the grudge. It's not a grudge match officially. That's a term with meaning here in the AWL, where the rules change. It will be a standard issue AWL rules match. The first time ever, Spring Tiger versus Black Tigress. The Tiger Mask Black Tiger rivalry continues. Both women, both Tigers are in the back, waiting only for the conclusion of this Tag Team Championship match to come out. And then what will be the final match, the featured contest, to use an antiquated term, of this video will be the AWL Joshi Championship. The undefeated Amy Wade defends her title against Dragoness, a pioneer of the AWL Joshi division. And Yang possibly foolishly...
25 remaining.
Possibly foolishly, Yang allows for the tag there. And Willow now standing tall, the Dancing Queen. Oh! Nasty knee strike. But I'd say fair self-defense by Yin, and we have rolled to the outside. Now it's going to get interesting. I'd actually... Willow, as much as I love her, as much of a powerhouse as she is in the world of professional wrestling, she is not a brawler, per se. She's certainly not a hardcore or a deathmatch wrestler. Tag made on the Yin and Yang side is now Yin and Willow Nightingale. And despite the fact that they are, for obvious reasons, pretty close to identical to each other, Yin and Yang do have very different styles. Yang is more of a brawler, more of a striker, more of a, just try to run your opponent over. Wait a minute, he stops. It was a duality driver. Hits it full this time. 1, 2, and a necessary breakup by Edith Surreal. That's the only way you're getting out of that. We're about 6 minutes into the contest now. Plenty of time remaining. Time on the side, I would argue, of the champions here. And that's the youth advantage. Let's face it, Season 0 originals, some of them more matches behind than there are ahead. Now, wait a minute. Is it going to be a pile driver? Is it going to be a powerbomb? High angle powerbomb? No, it's going to be a nothing. It's going to be an absolute nothing. Some overhand chops and the power of the babe with the power. Uranagi slam. Escaped by Yin. And notice that Yang only now getting back up. There we go. Hang on. Yang going up. Is she going to be thinking about the full circle? No. Elbow drop from the top, but no water in the pool. Vintage AWL call and screw up. Edith Surreal now, the more submission-minded of the Dancing Queens. It was her step-over toe-hold face lock, her variation she calls the Surreality lock, that won the tag team titles, tapping out Dragoness, who's actually now the challenger for the AWL Singles Joshi Championship. Big old slam there, tag made. And I do like that the Dancing Queens have started, tagging in and out a little bit more. They do have enough variety in... Oh, wait a minute. Great escape. And a chop block by Yin, getting her out of a bad situation as Willow Nightingale forced to retreat to the outside. Willow has been lucky in her relatively young career. She's avoided major injuries. Nothing that Yin and Yang can specifically target, but remembering the champion's advantage, Yin and Yang can do a lot of damage on the outside. They can do a lot of damage to this young, sensational career. Former strong openweight women's champion, former Campeona de Parejas. The current winner, the current holder of the Owen Hart Memorial Cup. Has had some amazing matches with Athena over the Ring of Honor. Oh, wait, we're halfway through the count now. 20 count on the outside. That's AWL rules. We may be here in Canada, but we are still observing the Japanese tradition of the 20 count. Uh-oh, this is bad. Oh, backbreaker! 13. Remember, in the event of the count out, the champions will retain, but that would be a humiliating Pyrrhic defeat, even though you would retain the championship. 15, this is not good. 16, they got to get back in the ring. Yin not going to get counted out here. Tag between Yin and Yang. Yang now the legal competitor. She's going to have to leave the... She's not... Oh! Okay, Yang's going to have to leave the ring in order to reset the count here. 19. And Willow is barely moving. Not even up to a... No! Well, that was highly disappointing. Take a look at some of the action. The Yin spin. An incredible spin kick by Yang. Duality driver, not enough. But the count out, and we're going to have to make a very unfortunate call here as soon as we get back to live feed.
Here are your winners, live ring out, Yin and Yang. However, still, Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions, the Dancing Queens.
And that is a black mark on the title reign of the Dancing Queens. Ever since Black Tigress appeared out of nowhere claiming to be the Black School of the Tiger Style reborn, this match has been all of our destinies.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making her way to the ring from the unified School of the Tiger Style, Spring Tiger.
Spring Tiger asked me to convey the following message to you. A true tiger doesn't need the smoke and the pyro and the fancy effects and a 6-hour entrance. A true tiger needs only her skill on the mat. With Tiger Mask 3 and Black Tiger Justice in major matches later tonight, defending the pride of the AWL and the Grand Championship, Spring Tiger on her own, but that's how she wants it. It's woman on woman, woman to woman. It's tiger to tiger. And it's going to be a massive battle. First time ever, and first time in years, a true Tiger versus Black Tiger battle here in the Animated Wrestling League. Let's go.
As her opponent, making her way to ring, from the Black School of the Tiger style, Black Tigress.
Now, I don't know if I believe this nonsense about a resurrected Black School of the Tiger style. The schools were unified a couple of years ago. But Black Tigress, one thing I do know, undefeated in the Animated Wrestling League. She is 4-0, defeating the likes of Dragoness, defeating Tormenta del Fuego, defeating some of our best students out of the AWL dojo. She is good at this. Whether you like the fancy entrance or not, whether you believe that she is the resurrection of the Black School of the Tiger style, the ancient enemies of the Golden Tigers, before the days of the unified School of the Tiger style, I don't know if I believe that. I haven't seen any proof of this besides just Black Tigress's say-so. But I do know that Black Tigress is dangerous in the ring. The Black Tigress bomb, the Black Tigress driver, very dangerous variation of traditional Tiger-style moves. And we will have to see if Spring Tiger's classical training is up for the challenge. A former multi-time AWL Joshi Tag Team Champion, most recent former champion as well, starting off with a Sling Blade to win the Tachiai. 10 minutes on the clock. Standard AWL rules. Spring Tiger wanted this to be a basic, pure professional wrestling match. She did not want, hang on, mount position by Black Tigress. Spring Tiger did not want any fancy stipulation. She didn't want any excuses. She wanted a straight-up wrestling match, and I frankly admire her for that. A couple of Kawada-esque kicks from the Tigress. Backhand spring, going round and round and round she goes. We don't see the guys do that often. Oh, incredible flexibility of Spring Tigress, but you can't do a split and do that to yourself too often. Off of the ropes, but on the brakes of Spring Tiger, trying to maintain control of the positioning here. Leapfrog, double leapfrog. Oh! And a beautiful spin kick, roundhouse kick, double stomp, quadruple stomp. Spring Tiger's kind of showing up the Black Tiger here. Spin kick to the midsection. We've had, I think, 4 Black Tigers in the Animated Wrestling League, 4 or 5. Actually, I believe Black Tigress is the 5th. That's why that eye patch she wears has the V on it. She is the 5th Black Tigress. Wait a minute, Black Tiger Buster, the signature maneuver, the finishing move of our AWL Grand Champion, will be defending in Hell in a Cell tonight, but unable to capitalize due to a mis-timing, a mis-aiming on whatever that that springboard or slingshot off of the middle rope in the corner. That was a weird move. Spring Tiger in a bit of trouble here. Multiple knee strikes right to the solar plexus with the arms trapped. No way to protect yourself as the Black Tiger's looking for a Black Tiger solve, and she got some of it. And dive over the top rope down to the floor. Double underhook going for again the Black Tiger Buster. On the outside, once again the 20 count in effect. No titles on the line here. But I don't think either of these women want this to end by a count out. Well, I know Spring Tiger doesn't. Black Tigress, aside from what she said publicly, I've not been able to get a word out of her. So the Black School of the Tiger style. Double leg tail. Wait a minute, going for a... No, she's done this before, the Sumatran Stomp. One of the more recently innovated Tiger style moves. I don't know how she learned it. I thought that was Tiger Mask 2's original invention. deep 2 count. Only about 3 minutes into the bout. Oh, wait a minute, we've seen this before. The Black Tigress driver. That is an incredibly dangerous move. Comes right down on the head, on the neck. Spring Tigress, again, using that flexibility, that agility advantage I think she has over her opponent. Dancing with what brought her. Using every ounce of her body weight. A lot of these smaller women, you know, the Rihos, the Spring Tigers, the Layla Hirsches, the Alexa Blisses of the world, they use all of their body weight, every single ounce, every single gram, to strike their opponents, using their opponent's momentum against them. That's how you overcome the power imbalance facing larger wrestlers. And go, oh, wait, up, down! Could have hooked a leg there, but didn't. Standing, Tiger Salt does not connect. But the kicks do. Now wait a minute, what is this? She's going for the Spring Tiger Giri! He's Satsuwaza! STG Spring Tiger Giri! The inverted GTS, the STG Spring Tiger Giri. The Spring Tiger Strike or Spring Tiger Slash, translated into English. Well, this is an eternal rivalry. Tiger Mask and Black Tiger. This has been going on around the world throughout the generations. They may indeed fight forever, my friends. They may. Make sure you're subscribed so you never miss Tiger Mask versus Black Tiger in the Joshi division of the AWL. 360 elbow drop. Swing and a miss. Black Tigress had it scouted. There's just so much more tape of Spring Tiger than there is of Black Tigress.
5 minutes have elapsed. 5 remaining.
Spring Tiger, this is... Ooh, wow. I didn't realize this. This is her 61st match in the Animated Wrestling League. This is only Black Tigress' 5th. So a massive, exponentially larger amount of tape on Spring Tiger. And I'm guessing Black Tigress has watched most, if not all of it. And I can't believe I'm saying this halfway through the time limit, but both women still pretty much feeling each other out here. Spring Tiger tries to pounce. She does not. She misses her prey. We're going to go for the back handspring again, but once again does not connect. Both of these women outmaneuvering each other. Wrestling is the game of human chess. We're seeing gambit, counter gambit, and a couple of blunders. But look at that beautiful, athletic agility, great professional wrestling, perfect body agency. That is Spring Tiger. That is the unified school of the Tiger style, the true Tiger Masks. 1, 2, kick out. Spring Tiger put everything she had into that string of offense. Good grief. What do we got here? Going back up, Spring Tiger Giri. He's Satsuwaza. Boom! Knee to the face. Both women using that Argentinian backbreaker position. And only getting a 2 count. Chanda one more time, and I concur. The Spring Tiger Giri will do this. It could be... Oh, wait a minute. No, the Darkness drop. Oh, woo! A modified Darkness driver. And... Oh! Flying tope over the top rope.
There are 3 minutes remaining.
That's not a tope suicida. Tope suicida, you gotta go through the ropes. That's a traditional tope going over the top. And German as Spring Tiger in trying to regain control here after a flurry of offense from the Black Tigress. About 75% of the way through the allotted time here. And what do we have? Oh, we're going for a Tiger Bomb. And no, oh! That's a Black Tiger Bomb. That's Spring Tiger just beat Black Tigress with a Black School move. You see the Black Tigress driver, the Black Tigress bomb, right there, but used by Spring Tiger. It worked, but that is such a dangerous maneuver. Spring Tiger forced to resort to extreme measures to pick up the win.
Here's the winner, Spring Tiger!
I mean, a win is a win, but I don't think it's a complete victory here tonight. Featured contest for the evening, for this video. Look at the screen. What else could you want?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, one submission knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League Joshi Championship.
There she is, the Dragoness. Pioneer of the Joshi division. Former AWL Joshi champion. One half of the original AWL Joshi Tag Team champion. She comes into this match with a career record of 57 wins and 38 losses for a ratio of +19. One of the best, not just in the women's division, but in the entire AWL. And now the tradition brought back for the finale as the Dragon Fire illuminates the arena as it was in days gone by. It will be a Dragon Storm, and one of the biggest challenges that Amy Wade has had yet. No, ladies and gentlemen, we are not at a hockey match, but that is the Canadian national anthem, ushering in the true Toronto Star. 25-0, the undefeated champion, is currently tied for the longest debut undefeated streak in AWL history with Season 0 champion Wonder Kid. That's a name we haven't heard in years. A victory tonight, a successful title defense, and Amy Wade will go to 26-0, and they'll have the longest winning streak in the history of this entire promotion. Everything on the line. There could not be higher stakes. There could not be a more worthy challenger than the Dragoness to go for the signature red leather of the Joshi. Let's make this official.
Introducing first the challenger, coming out of the GTA, the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4, Dragoness! And her opponent, she is the ranked defending Animated Wrestling League Joshi champion, tonight making her 8th title defense, the undefeated true Toronto Star, Amy Wade! This is an officially sanctioned Joshi Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL official Joey Papaganoush in charge. Senior official Joey Papaganoush in charge. He gets kind of persnickety about that.
Yeah, he's gonna be pissed at you tonight when he watches this back. This is a main event anywhere in the world. Bang the gong, get it on. Oh, we're not even gonna bother the collar and elbow here. Long way to go for a backdrop. Dragoness makes it look good. Dragoness coming out on top in the opening exchange. The Tachiai, to borrow a term from sumo, one of the few sports that Amy Wade did not play at the University of Toronto. Mostly because I think they don't have I'm pretty sure they don't have a sumo team. Don't think that's the thing in this country. Dragoness, the globally traveled professional wrestler, grew up all around the world following her father, the original AWL Dragon. Made sure his family was with him on the road. That's why they survived as long as they did. As long as they have. Dragon, I believe, still married to Dragon's mother. Met her once. Really nice lady. Cover quickly, and that could have been the undefeated streak. That could be an ignoble end to the streak, to the opportunity. to make AWL history. I never say AWL herstory because that's not what the word history comes from. It does not actually come from his story. It comes, I believe, from the Latin, but we're going to move on. Oh, big old lariat by the champion. And she's going to have to press that power advantage. 3-sport athlete out of the University of Toronto. She's going to have to lean into her kickboxing and her powerlifting. More than her gymnastics. When it comes to agility, when it comes to high flying, I genuinely believe that Dragoness has the advantage here. Dragoness also with the experience advantage. I gave you the numbers. She's had more than 100 matches. Pretty close to 100 matches, I think. Hang on. 80, 90... Yeah, she's had just under 100 matches in the AWL. Amy Wade, this is her 26th. She's yet to taste defeat. 30-minute time limit, as always, in the championship match. Oh, cutter. Most of Amy Wade's title defenses have not gone even to the halfway point, have not gone to the 15-minute mark. There we go. Good, looking for the high angle on that Superwoman punch. This may come down to whoever makes the first big mistake. In wrestling, you can make a lot of little mistakes. You cannot make that many big ones, especially against an opponent the caliber of either of these women. The undefeated Joshi champion. What else do I need to tell you about how good a professional wrestler Amy Wade is? If you were looking for a recipe for a perfect college sport to professional wrestling transition, powerlifting, kickboxing, and gymnastics, actually, believe it or not, from a young age. Down now into a Fujiwara armbar, trying to get a submission. Amy Wade, one of the evolutions of her style that we've seen in the last couple of seasons when she made her AWL debut. Incidentally defeating Kaminari Hime in her graduation match from the AWL dojo. Cover for the one, only one. Both of these women are graduates of the AWL dojo, of course. Dragoness, the daughter of the head trainer of our dojo, Dragon. And that means that Amy Wade may have some... Dragon drop number 2! Into the cover, very quick transition to the cover. 1, 2, kick out by the champion. As I was saying, Amy Wade may have some insight into the Dragon style being trained by Dragoness's fall. Oh, back elbow, perfect timing, knockout knee, and referee does not call for the knockout, but that's a deep cover. 1, 2, 3, one mistake. Dragoness made one mistake, waited just the wrong frame. Please tell me we have that on the replay. Dragoness made one mistake. There was one counter. I think this broke Dragoness' brain right here. Right here. Knockout knee. Dragoness allowed herself to be taken advantage of with that blind back elbow that led to the knockout knee, the win, and history.
And still, Iron Wrestling League Joshi champion, the undefeated Amy Wade,
who now has a legitimate argument for being called the best wrestler in the history of the Animated Wrestling League. Can anyone defeat this champion? Look at the screen. Enough said. See you tomorrow.